Hello friends, just wanted to jump on here and do a quick Model Cars and Coffee with you. Model Cars and Coffee is hosted by Paul over at Left Coast Model Car Builds. I don't have Paul's card, but I'll put it on my computer screen. I'll bring you over there and show you. If you're not currently subscribed to Paul's channel, go check him out. A lot of cool stuff on there, and him and his whole family are model builders, so it's pretty awesome. So go check that out. And while we're doing shout outs, I did get a shop card this week from Chris over at Chris's House of Plastic. It's got some pretty cool stuff there. And the Derby car is my favorite, Chris. And thanks for the kind words on the back. I'm feeling a lot better now, so just a little congestion left, and so we're almost through that cold. So what I wanted to talk about today was a couple of things. Some things I showed you guys a while ago back. Some of my old builds that I had stopped building during the time when I moved into this new house 11 years ago, and there was a couple of things that I showed you guys, and I said that I would let you guys vote on, and the one that got the most votes would be one of my next builds. So we're gonna start working on the flatbed wrecker again. And try and get this completed finally. That'd be pretty cool. And this, I was scratch building the toolboxes. There was probably where I left off with it. And it lifts up, and it does slide back and everything. A little sketchy, but it does work. And the whole back half of this I scratch built out of Cyrene and Plastruct. So we're going to start working on that, and I want to try and find a bunch of stuff for that in the 3D resin world. So I know there's a lot of stuff out there. I've been digging into it a little bit, and actually I think I'm going to get a 3D printer. Hopefully for my birthday would be cool, if my wife is listening. But we're in January now, and Happy New Year's, by the way, everybody. And my birthday's not until April, so we are going to work on that, and that's just going to be a project that I'll putz along with when I'm not doing other things. One of the main things I want to build, and I mentioned to you guys before, was the Surf Shark. And this, it's gonna be a hearse build, and this car is what, 66 years old now. So I think the theme I want it to be is, so it was actual hearse service car back in the 50s and whatnot, and 60s. And then somebody got a hold of it and did some custom paint work to it and stuff, and then it kind of sat around a little bit and got some patina to it, kind of like what you got going on here now. Nothing crazy, not rotted out or holes or anything, just a cool paint job that's weathered over the top of it. And then maybe some guy just recently bought it, and he's starting to fix it back up and make it roadworthy again. Get some cool wheels on there or something, and just have a vintage patina, but like a cool custom paint job. And I was thinking of doing like some mural stuff down the sides of it, and so it's going to be a long process build. I'll probably build it in bunch of different segments, and that way I can do some stuff with you guys with it, as far as airbrushing and doing murals and things like that, and the patina paint work and stuff. So we'll have like a few different episodes of that. So I want to get those projects going. Well, that one started, and then the flatbed will be a backup project. When I'm held up on that one, or thinking or trying to find a better alternative. You guys know what I'm talking about. And one of the things I want to do with you guys is those markers. And my daughter got me these, and I seen them, so I know where she got them from. They're King Art. Let me turn it up for you. And these were being sold at TJ Maxx. And I was looking at these, and I never bought them, and I'm glad I didn't, because my daughter bought them for me for Christmas. So I got a couple spoons. I primed up some, and I got some with no primer on there, and we're gonna do a quick little video on these and see how they perform. So I'll open them up with my hobby knife that I got from Manny over at Manny Scale Modeling. Awesome knife, by the way. Manny got these on Amazon, and they came as a 3-pack. And what I really like about them is the handle, the way you hold it. Like, when you're trying to do detailed work, and you always want to be up close, and this has that extra lip up here that covers over the blade, so you can really have your hand up tight with your work, And the lock for the blade is back here, so it doesn't interfere. The old X-Acto ones would loosen up on you all the time when you're working and stuff. And then the other cool thing about this is it has this blade storage here right in the back of it, so you need to switch blades out real quick. You don't gotta dig around. So Manny, I appreciate this thing. I love it. That's all I really use anymore. All my old X-Acto ones are just sitting up there and doing nothing. But yeah, let's test these markers out real quick and see what they do. So let's try, we'll get a black one, we'll get a red one, and let's try a yellow one. That way we can get a little variety of colors here, and just kind of see what these guys do. So we'll try them on a primer spoon, and we're going to try them on a spoon with no primer. So we'll go with the black first. It's got a nice rounded tip to it there. It's not focusing. There we go. And let's see here. They're not bad. The color's kind of light. The second coat seemed to cover that line a lot better. Let's sorry, I'm trying to stay in focus with you guys. It's definitely transparent. So let's try one with no primer here. They're not horrible. They'll get the job done, but definitely a lot of transparency there. It definitely lightens up. Let's try and go over this one with a second coat. Looks relatively dry. let's try the red. Got a different spoon there. I can already tell that's going to be a light pinkish color. Not bad. That was over the primer. I could see a lot of lines in there. But if you're doing like fine detail work with it, you know, this is with no primer there. It's not terrible. They're better than those ones that we got from the dollar store. That's for certain. We'll try the yellow, so that's pretty bright in color. And this is a primered spoon. It's not terrible. And a spoon with no primer. Yeah, it's not bad. We could definitely use those in this. Cool. So that's about that. That's what we got going on. I wonder what the white marker would do over the primer. Just curious at this point. It's pretty light, but maybe if I let that dry and did a second coat on there. But I think these would be great for the little detail work. So that's cool. And that's about it. That's about all I got for this this episode of Model Cars and Coffee. So you know, thank you, Paul, for hosting this for us, and thank you to all my subscribers. We're moving right along. Last time I checked, I was just over 150 subscribers, so that's awesome. Really appreciate that. And you know, during the time I was not feeling well, you know, all the love and support and the kind words from all you guys, that was really great. Really appreciate it. And thank Manny over at Manny Scale Modeling, because Manny's a great dude. Go check out his channel. And that's all I got. You guys have a wonderful day, and build some models. Thank you.